She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is Brea April and welcome to my YouTube channel. Since nag-grant na po yung visa ko, ang video ko naman po ngayon ay guidelines on how to write your GTE or SOP. So, GTE guys is Genuine Temporary Intent and SOP is Statement of Purpose. So, SOP, yan yung letter na isasabit nyo sa immigration account nyo. This document guys is really important. So, dito nakasalalay yung visa grant nyo. These guidelines guys are from my agency at saka nag-summarize din ako sa ginawa ko sa SOP ko. So, let's start na guys. Number 1 is your personal and professional background. I made 2.5 pages on this one kasi nag-storytelling ako sa buhay ko noon. Of course guys, you are going to mention your name, age, birthday, and address. Magpakilala ka sa CEO or case officer para malaman niya kung ano ang pangalan mo, yung edad mo, birthday mo, at saan ka nakatira. Sinamarize ko pala siya guys, every paragraph. Next paragraph guys is my family. I mentioned my parents and also my siblings kung ilang taon na sila at ano ang kanilang mga trabaho. The third paragraph guys is I mentioned my schools and timeline from elementary, high school, and college. Nilagay ko doon kung anong taon ako nag-start na mag-aral sa school na yun at saka yung end. For examples, elementary, 2006. Graduate ako ng 2011. Sa high school, 2011. Graduate ako ng 2014. So, yung ganun lang guys. Dapat talaga maayos yung pagka-arrange mo ng sentences. Yung hindi malabo basahin. After mentioning the school that I graduated from college, guys, I also mentioned, nabi ko din doon kung ano yung kinuha ko sa college. So, kinuha ko sa college, guys, or your background ko is Bachelor of Elementary Education. Pagkatapos noon, minention ko why I took elementary education. So, nagsulat ako doon, nagsulat ako ng short and also inspiring story kung bakit kinuha ko yung kurso na yon sa college. Next guys is nag-storytelling din ako sa college years ko. Kasi isa akong working scholar guys. Nagtatrabaho ako sa university while I am studying for free. Nagtatrabaho ako sa isang office which is related yung mga teachers. Tapos sinulat ko din doon sa SOP ko na namotivate ako sa mga teachers na kasama ko sa work. After that guys, I also mentioned my internship. Nag-explain ako doon guys kung saan ako nag-intern, anong grades ng mga students yung mga tinuturuan ko. Next paragraph guys is mention ko din po yung nag-enroll ako sa isang review center. Nag-take ako ng board exam at saka nakapasa. Ngayon, licensed professional teacher po ako. And lastly guys, I also mention my work experiences. So, my work experience, guys, is I am an ESL teacher for 2 years. And also, I am a business process associate in a company. Important talaga, guys, na mag-mention kayo lahat na gusto nyo masabi sa GTE or SOP nyo. And guys, don't forget to mention the dates, guys, or okay lang year, month, or year. Okay? Okay. Pupunta na tayo guys sa number 2. Number 2 is reasons for studying early childhood and care education. Ang first paragraph ko dito guys is I explain why I really wanted to study early childhood and care education. You can mention then in the long run, there is a calling for me, something like that, guys. The second paragraph is why I took vet sector and not masters. This one is really important, guys, kasi why mag-take ka ng downgrading course kaysa sa higher education course, which is masters. So, i-defend nyo talaga ito, guys, sa SOP nyo or GTE. Third one, so I explained here that for me, it is not downgrading. So, for me, it is level up on how to handle kids. Since na-mention nyo na yung personal and professional background nyo at saka a reason for studying early childhood and care education. Sa reasons for studying early childhood, guys, hindi lang yun early childhood, ha. Reason for studying your course. Third one is reasons for studying in Australia. First paragraph that I wrote here, I explained how important it is for me to get an advanced education system in Australia. So, mag-explain lang kayo dun, guys, kung ano yung important reason nyo kung bakit mag-study kayo sa Australia. The third paragraph, guys, I explained right here kung anong makukuha kong opportunities after studying in Australia. And the last paragraph, guys, is why in Australia and not in other countries. So, dito ko in-explain or dito ko siya inilagay sa reasons for studying in Australia kasi related siya doon. So, this paragraph, guys, I explained dito. Why not United Kingdom, Canada, and also United States of America. There are 2 to 3 differences na mention ko dito, guys. Of course, yung long travel hours. So, I prefer short travel hours than long one. And also, guys, the time difference between these countries is they have long time difference. So, baka kasi mamumbrema ako sa communication ko with my family here sa Philippines. And the last one, guys, is also the weather. So, napakalamig sa Canada, unlike sa Australia. Next, guys, since nag-mention ako, why Australia and not in other countries? So, dito sa fourth guideline, guys, this one is why Australia, not Philippines, or educational options in the Philippines or my home country. So, the first paragraph na ni-mention ko dito, guys, is I compared the schools in Cebu kasi taga Cebu ako. So, there are 3 schools na ni-mention ko doon at nag-compare ko sa kanila. Depende nyo yan, guys, kung ano yung mai-compare nyo. Don't take it negatively. Mahalaga din naman yung education sa Philippines. Pero, much better din nag-aral abroad. Okay, the second paragraph, guys, in educational options in my home country is how long I would take the course if I am going to enroll in the Philippines. So, it would take 4 years siguro or 3 years if I will study in the Philippines again. So, that is the third paragraph, guys. The last one, guys, is I also explained here that Australia is more hands-on, focuses on hands-on learning. So, number 5, guys, is the educational institution in Australia. Educational provider or school. So, you explain bakit pinili mo yung school na ito kaysa sa ibang school. Anong meron sa school na to kaysa sa school na to. The second paragraph, guys, is I mentioned here how good is the institution. Yung cat ko. No, 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 no. Sorry. How good it is to you. So, for me, guys, I really find the Academia International the best educational provider for me lang, ha? Kasi, partnered sila ng childcare center. So, easy lang sa akin na manap ng childcare centers if ever work placement. Hindi lang din yan sa course na early childhood, guys, especially sa ibang courses like Kukiri, meron silang hotel, something like that. Ito, guys, nag-explain talaga ako ng mahaba mahaba sa educational institution in Australia. On the number 5, guys, the 5th one is it's really important to mention the subjects that you are going to take in the school, and also you can also mention there how many hours ka mag-work placement. So work placement, guys, para na din siyang internship. 6th one, guys, is I mentioned here subjects that I am interested to take. So I mentioned here 3 subjects na na-excite ako na kunin to or pag-aralan to sa school na yun. Since tapos na tayo mag-mention sa subjects, guys, punta na din tayo sa 8th paragraph. So, 8th paragraph, guys, mention ko dito na what campus yung pinili ko, anong address. So, yung pinili ko is Melbourne campus. Diyan na papasok yung explanation ko why I chose Melbourne. So, nag-mention ako doon, nag-explain ako doon why Melbourne and not other cities or regional areas in Australia. Tapos na tayo sa number 5, guys. So, punta na tayo sa number 6. Number 6 is your circumstances in Australia. So, since nag-mention na tayo na why Melbourne and not other cities, mag-mention din tayo your circumstances in Australia. So, the first one na mention ko, guys, is the living cost and living arrangement in Australia. So, dapat mag-mention ka dun na aware ka kung magano yung cost of living in Australia. The second one, guys, is you have to mention the specific address that you want to live in. Not necessarily na mag-mention ka talaga doon nag-address, guys. You can mention it para ma-convince mo lang si CEO na meron ka talagang titirahan doon. So, you will mention, guys, how much is your rent sa lugar na yun per week or per month. And lastly, guys, you can explain there how far is it from your school. Next, guys, is number 7 na tayo. So 7 is plans after studies. So the first one, guys, is since I am a licensed teacher, mention ko doon na I will use my service in the Philippines as a teacher or licensed teacher. Dito na paragraph na to, guys, is i-explain mo talaga na babalik ka sa Philippines and you will not stay in Australia for longer time. The second paragraph, guys, is I will apply for a job that suits my course. So, nag-mention ako ng guys, possible job na a-applyan ko dito sa Pilipinas after studying in Australia. Next, guys, nag-mention din ako na plan ko abroad. The last one, guys, is I mentioned my personal plan. The 8th guideline, guys, is the home ties. So, this one, guys, is really important. Dito nagbe-base din ang mga CO. So, the first one that I mentioned, of course, my family and my parents. So, sobrang importante sila sa akin. Kaya, minention ko sila doon. Kung gaano ka-importante sa akin na bumalik sa Pilipinas para lang din sa kanila. The second one, guys, are my dogs and cat. Nag-mention ako doon ng mga dogs and cat, guys. So, not necessarily that you will mention dogs and cat talaga kahit wala naman. Or kung anong home ties na meron kayo dito sa Philippines, guys, is i-mention nyo talaga doon. Ilagay nyo lahat, guys. So, the last one is my contributions in the Philippines. So, it's really important, guys, para sa atin yung SSS, pag-ibig, yung PhilHealth. Yan, guys, mga contributions natin dito sa Pilipinas. Next, guys, number 9. Number 9 is the conclusion. So, about this, after writing my GTE or SOP, I wrote here what I realized. Depende na yan sa inyo, guys, kung ano yung mga takeaways nyo, kanyan, yung mga conclusion nyo. And lastly, guys, number 10. Number 10 is understanding visa conditions in Australia as a student visa holder. So you are going to mention here, I have read and understand the information provided or the visa conditions. And also, you are going to enumerate, guys, kung ano mga conditions na meron ang student visa holder. So, yun lang, guys. Paalala lang na base po ito sa experience ko sa GTE ko. Kasi po, iba-iba naman po tayo ng situation sa life. So, dapat talaga na mag-write talaga tayo ng own GTE natin para ma-express talaga natin kung gaano tayo ka-genuine na mag-aaral sa Australia. Yun lang, guys. So, mag-a-update na lang po ako sa next video ko. So, that would be all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Goodbye! Thank you!